it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Hope everybody enjoying their day today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This year's pushing by fast.
It is. It really is.
Pushing by fast.
Yeah.
We're in the 7th month already. Rolling over into the 8th month.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we'll be at the end of the year again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we about to get into some more reactions. There's a lot going on out here in this world. You know what I'm saying? So, let them know who are we going to react to today.
Okay, so shout out to Sky News Australia.
Shout out to Sky News.
The video is titled Cringe Kamala Harris's Bumbling Incompetence Exposed.
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 Exposed. Oh. Anyway, man, let's get into it. But before we jump into it, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your phone notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby.
Come on.
Come and join the squad, man.
Yes. Half and J.
You dig. Plus, we ever kicking off what?
Good
vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom. Boom.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go.
Vice President Kamala Harris looks to be a shoo-in for the Democratic nomination, following Joe Biden's dramatic exit from the race. But many commentators are saying Kamala Harris is no better than Joe Biden when her litany of fumbles, mumbles and gaffes are examined. Sky News All-Stars Rita Panahi, Danica DiGiorgio and Megyn Kelly take a look at Kamala's cringiest moments. Kamala Harris may well be an election away from being the leader of the free world. But instead of knuckling down and getting serious, the Veep is as cringy as ever.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us. And we do, everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe.
Sky News All-Star Rita Panahi blasted Kamala Harris for her incompetence and idiocy.
Yes, that's Kamala Harris, the inept, radically left and wildly unpopular vice president who is now being presented as the Democrats' great hope. The woman who has not won a single presidential primary. A Californian from San Francisco with a voting record in the Senate that is radically left. She's disliked by her own, let alone the average American. And pollsters, including Matt Towery, are already laying bare how unpopular Kamala is in the crucial swing states. The polling shows she's even less popular than Biden among independents in those swing states. Indeed, across America, Kamala has proven to be less popular than the least popular president of our time. She has consistently lied to the American people about Biden's cognitive decline, and millions of Americans gave their primary vote to Biden. Their votes mean nothing tonight.
She also goes on to slam the Democrats for threatening democracy, despite labeling Donald Trump as a threat to democracy.
And millions of Americans gave their primary vote to Biden. Their votes mean nothing tonight. The Democrats have shown again and again, though they bleat endlessly about threats to democracy, they care little about democracy. They have weaponized the justice system.
You know, I was wondering about that. Will his votes roll over into hers?
Right.
Well, clearly it won't do that.
Right.
It's a separate thing. So
democracy, they care little about democracy. They have weaponised the justice system to try to imprison their chief political rival. And now they're going to ignore the votes of 14 million Americans who voted for Biden in the Democratic primary. And they'll install Kamala as the candidate.
Sky News contributor Megyn Kelly agrees, saying Kamala Harris is a fool and she won't win the popular vote.
I'm sorry to be ad hominem, but she's a fool. She's not a smart person. If you listen to her, as I have now for so many years, you glean that she is faking it. She thinks she's Oprah with her attempts at profundity that never land. We will be unburdened by what has been. It's her only line. She says it all the time. Her other line is about Venn diagrams, just equally stupid. And her attempt to take complex topics and reduce them down into small, digestible bits is the most offensive to me, because that happens to be what I do for a living, what you, Paul, do for a living. And it does actually take some skill and some research and some knowledge. You have to learn it forward and backward before you can explain it in a very easy to understand way to your audience. She doesn't get it. It doesn't require speaking to people like they're four, but that's her level of communication. So that person's not going to be the first female president. It's not going to happen. I would bet everything I have on it. The only way it's happening is the Democrat machine. And let's face it, some potential shenanigans at the voter box. You know, last time around, you don't have to believe that they switched votes, like with Dominion or Smartmatic, to believe that there was cheating. Just look what they did in Pennsylvania, where they changed the rules and you can do all this mail-in balloting for a month beforehand, which we've never had before. Who's receiving those votes? Who's accepting those votes? Those votes can be received even if they weren't postmarked by Election Day. That's one way we know they manipulated the last election, and they're really good at it. So that's her best shot, but the overwhelming odds are against her.
And in the lead up to the Democratic convention, Sky News All-Star Danica DiGiorgio has exposed Kamala Harris's cringiest moments.
Now it's time for lefties losing it, starting with the bumbling, bizarre, broken record, Kamala Harris, and her strange and quite frankly abnormal obsession with repeating the same lines over and over and over and over.
This is going to be a humbling thing I'm about to share with you. If someone is 18 years old today, they were born in 2005.
I love Gen Z.
I love Gen Z. It will be a humbling moment for some of us to realize that anyone who is 18 now was born in 2005.
I love Gen Z. I love Gen Z. So think about this. Okay, first of all, it's going to be humbling for many of us when you remember or realize that someone who is 18 now was born in 2005. I have to tell you, I love Gen Z.
What does that have to do with anything?
Wow.
I love Gen Z. Anybody who was 18 years old was born in 2005. Like,
But yeah, she keeps repeating it though.
what does that have to do with anything? Like, I'm just trying to figure that part out.
Wow.
The hell?
Yeah, that's strange.
18 now was born in 2005. I have to tell you, I love Gen Z. Yes, I know, but I love Gen Z. And it will be a humbling fact to many of us when we realize that anyone who is 18 today, they were born in 2005.
My humble apologies to Gen Z and anyone born in 2005. And even more apologies to Americans who could soon be burdened by what might be.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
Who we can be, unburdened by who we have been. Even the same arm every time. Can someone please unburden me from the shackles of that
Yeah. So she says almost the same speech almost every time.
What it sounds like? Somebody told her that line. And she literally ran with that.
Wow.
She was amazed by it when she heard it. She's like, ooh, I never heard that before. I don't use that.
That's scary.
And she using that everywhere.
Right.
She go through a drive-through.
Order her food.
And order her food and say that. Like, for real, though, man. Like, waiter, like, huh?
What?
Like, what the hell?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Here go your receipt.
It's like she's programmed to say that. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah.
How do you... Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The same arm every time. Can someone please unburden me from the shackles of that video?
And Rita Panahi added to the cringe fest.
And it's the wildly unpopular and incompetent Kamala Harris who is right now seen as their best chance. Yes, this woman.
We all watched the television coverage of just yesterday. That's on top of everything else that we know and don't know yet, based on what we've just been able to see. And because we've seen it or not doesn't mean it hasn't happened. But just limited to what we have seen.
She highlighted Kamala's ineptitude when it comes to foreign policy.
And don't ever have Kamala try to explain international conflicts.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia.
Oh, wow.
Did she just say that Ukraine is in Europe? Did she say that?
Just...
So does that mean that Mexico's in California?
You know that.
I'm just asking.
Well, you...
Okay.
In Europe, it exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
That's wrong, yes it is. And by the way, she was speaking to adults there. It wasn't some discussion with fourth graders.
And she also mocked the VP's pronoun obsession.
At least she didn't tell them her, I don't know, pronouns.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
And Rita Panahi then went on to expose...
Wait a minute. This is scary.
I don't know who's worse, her or Biden.
Is she on some type of drug? Like, seriously.
She on something.
She said sitting in a blue suit. Like, they couldn't see what color she's wearing. Like,
like she, like, that supposed to be for the record or something?
Right, and she said she's, what she said? She's, her, she said
she's
her.
I'm a woman sitting here.
She said a she, her.
That's what she said?
What? Do I go back?
Go back again.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
And Rita Panahi then went on to expose Kamala Harris's dire debating skills, which have hopefully improved if she's going to go head-to-head with Donald Trump.
And if you're wondering why she's never won a presidential primary, well, here's a reminder.
Vice President have a point there?
Some things you can, many things you can't.
Let's let the senator answer.
Well, I mean, I would just say, hey, Joe, instead of saying no, we can't, let's say yes, we can.
Let's get constitutional.
That's screaming high to me. That's screaming, she's on something. Wow.
When you get hit with that whistle, that's when you know something wrong right there. Like,
yeah, that's
damn.
That's scary. This is scary. This presidential election is crucial.
I wonder if they go to the same high school.
Who?
Kamala and Joe.
You know what?
I'm just saying though, because that high school is wow.
Yeah.
And let's say yes, we can.
Let's get constitutional. We got a
And
constitution.
yes, we can, because he reminds me of that guy in The Wizard of Oz. You know, when you pull back the curtain, it's a really small dude.
Okay.
And who could forget this golden moment when Tulsi Gabbard demolished Kamala and her rotten record?
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. That would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place. That impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
And Danica DiGiorgio mocked Kamala Harris's obsession with time travel.
Now to Kamala's part-time obsession with time travel.
To see the moment in time in which we exist. During Women's History Month, we celebrate and we honor the women who made history, the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day.
You know, this time travel thing has really got me into a spin.
Sky News All-Star Alex Stein controversially believes even people on the left don't want a female president.
You know, Rita, I want to be like Vivek, and I want to be honest. Even people on the left, I feel, are a little misogynistic. And I know that sounds crazy, but I do believe people even on the left are not going to want a woman president. I don't think people mind having a woman vice president, but I think, you know, a lot of gay men are... What, is that crazy to say that? A lot of people are not going to want a female president.
Oh,
it's like one of the reasons why...
crazy.
Well, but Hillary Clinton is... That's the reason why...
Crazy.
Well, what? That I think that people don't want a female president?
So unlikable. I think if they put up a female who was actually accomplished and likable and electable, she would have won. But they put up Hillary and now they've got Kamala. It's like they're determined to make the female presidential candidates fail.
Well, they have to kind of cheat, you know. She's going to be the president by default because of all of Joe Biden's work. Listen, you're right. If a woman was capable, she could be president.
Pakistan's elected a woman. You know, they elected a woman decades ago in the UK as leader. I'm sure Americans are ready, but for the right woman. They're not just going to vote for anybody.
But despite Kamala's cringe antics, one poll has bucked the trend and is showing promising signs for the VP. But Republican strategist John Jordan says this is just an outlier.
Well, Kamala Harris, she's only been campaigning for 24 hours now, at least officially, for president, and already a Reuters Ipsos poll has her in front of Donald Trump. Joining us live now is the Republican strategist John Jordan. John, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. So with RFK Jr.'s votes, that gap potentially extends. Now, long way to go. And the Dems are getting a sugar hit at the moment, but are you worried about it?
No, let's look at there's 5 other polls that are also taken in the last week, and the other 5 all showed Trump with a 2 to 6 point advantage. This is the only one in the last week which shows an advantage for Kamala Harris, and Reuters Ipsos has historically not been very accurate predictively. So it's getting a lot of attention in the media, but if you look at realclearpolitics.com, which is a compendium of all of polls, you'll see that this is an outlier.
She has broken a fundraising record already, though. You've got in excess of $100 million in just a day. At the very least, you've got a fight on your hands now that you don't have Biden as an opponent, right?
No, you always had a fight. Look, you're taking on the Democrat establishment, and the Democrat Party is always going to have enough money to run its race and get its message out. And Donald Trump is equally going to have enough message to run his campaign. Neither side is going to beat the other one because of money in this case. Both sides are going to be able to saturate the airwaves and do everything they want to do. So, it remains to be seen how it all unfolds. But you look at Donald Trump's favorability on all of the issues that matter, inflation, border, national security. He's got well into the double-digit leads on both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I realize the media wants to make this a horse race, but nothing fundamentally has changed. Even the New York Times, which is a liberal, most liberal news outlet in the United States, says that as well.
Wow. Now, if she becomes president, that's very scary for our country. We think we're downhill now. Just imagine. She's like airhead, like that's scary.
Yeah. I'm sort of trying to figure out, like, what is her actual job? Like what does she do? You know what I'm saying? Besides say the same line over and over again. Yeah. And she said that she loves the Gen Z, she said?
Yeah.
And you was 18 years old, you was born in 2005?
Yeah.
Like, what does it have to do with border security and inflation and...
I have no idea. That's scary.
That's kind of got me thinking, like, do she really love Gen Zs?
You know what?
She
says it.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, though, like, you trying to date one or something?
I don't know what. I don't know why she keeps, emphasizing that. And
so let me ask you this question. Since you're a woman, do you think, besides Kamala, clearly, but do you think a woman could run the free world?
Me personally, it's just so much being a woman. We're very moody, and I can attest to that. I'm just saying,
too.
like,
I can too. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
We're just emotional.
Yeah.
Our hormones are everywhere.
All over the place.
Don't do that.
Right.
But it would be scary to me.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash, but I don't care. I'm just speaking how I feel. This is my truth. It would be scary.
So, when you think about it, right, is a woman a leader, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how men is leaders and they're supposed to lead household, the family, so forth and so forth.
I think a woman can lead in certain areas.
Okay.
Not lead the household or
the free world.
Yeah, or to me personally, I don't feel a woman. That's a woman's place. I honestly don't.
Okay.
Just like I don't feel like a woman should be in the Secret Service, protecting. Protecting someone. I feel that that's a man's job. Okay. Hey, I know I'm gonna get backlash, but it's just the truth.
I don't know why you would get no backlash. I'm pretty sure other people feel the same way like you.
You have feminists out there who.
Of course,
that's
Yeah, the backlash comes. That's where it probably will come from.
Yeah, that's just my own personal belief.
Yeah,
I'm just speaking on how I feel. I don't think a woman should run the country.
Yeah. What you guys think, man? Do you guys think a woman is capable enough to run the free world that we live in, or do you think that only men should be able to be president? Comment down below, let us know. Me personally, I'm kind of like leaning towards what Jay was saying. I don't think a woman, I'm not saying that she's not capable of doing it, but I just think, like she said, I think you guys have too many emotions. You guys, hormones is everywhere. You guys have mood swings. 1 minute y'all good, next minute y'all...
You don't have to go all into that.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to go that deep.
All right.
Women, we know
Okay.
We know what we...
Stay on the shallow end?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Please do.
Okay. All right. So anyway.
you go a little bit too?
All right.
We get it.
Y'all get it?
We get it.
Okay. I hope so. But anyway, y'all go ahead and comment down below, man. Let us know what y'all think about it. Do y'all think Kamala may have a good chance of winning, or do you think like it's gonna be like a landslide win by Trump? Comment down below. Comment down below and let us know. You did?
I did.
Let's get to some shout outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Renee Rollins. What's up, Renee Rollins?
Renee Rollins. Or could be Rollins.
Okay.
Either or. But anyway, shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what your thoughts are about that. Do you think a woman should be able to run the free world, or do you think it should be ran by a man? Comment down below and let us know.
Second shout out goes to Mr. The Bulls. What's up, Mr. The Bulls?
Mr. The Bulls. I'm guessing that you're a Bulls fan. I'm hoping that you are. Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that as well. Let us know what your thoughts are about it. Comment down below. Do you think that a woman can run the free world, or do you think that men should be the only ones who run the world? You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, is there anywhere across the world, across the country anyway, are there women that's running that country?
Well, she was saying someone in the UK, a lady
in the UK.
In the UK.
Okay.
And she did a pretty
decent
good
job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, again, comment down below, man. Let us know. We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for tuning in, like always.
Yes.
Make sure y'all keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we will catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes. Peace.